It is a different time, and I think we do all have to do our part.
When it comes to year-end celebrations, it's usually a pretty busy spot with lots of laughs and lots of but this year, the Four Crowns in Winnipeg is one of many event venues that's toning down its New Year's Eve celebrations due to COVID-19.
It's really important. People are getting sick, and we need to avoid that.
Under the new restrictions, venues can still operate at 50% capacity or host up to 250 people, whatever comes first. They also have to stop serving alcohol at 10 p.m. For owner of the Four Crowns Inn, RAVI RAMBERRAN, he says he expects the upcoming celebration will be low-key.
No yelling, screaming. No, we're going to keep the music down. We're going to keep it more of an intimate environment, keep everyone spaced out, and just a little bit more toned down. We're still going to have fun. Anyone who comes here knows that.
RAMBERRAN says in past years, there would be a massive New Year's Eve bash at the venue, but says now with the pandemic, there needs to be a greater focus on safety.
This week, liquor service stops at 10 p.m., which is going to be very different. But the nice thing is we'll get a lot of couples and a lot of families coming out for dinner that can still be together, still do things safely without having to worry too much about others infringing on their space and stuff like that.
Well, dinner reservations are still open at the Four Crowns. For other venues like the Park Theatre, its Hot and Dirty Dance Party will be one of the many events in Winnipeg cancelled due to COVID-19.
A seated event for a dance party just didn't make sense.
He says while the New Year's Eve bash, usually a sold-out event, is a moneymaker for the venue and its cancellation is a big hit, he says the venue is thinking more long-term.
We're not in this for the short term, and we're in this to be a part of the community. Moving forward, hopefully we get out of this sooner than later. We do have a lot more big shows coming up. We'll continue to try to be that community staple.
Castleman says while the New Year's event is cancelled, people should still be keeping watch on the venue's website and socials for upcoming concerts and shows, but acknowledges in order for future events to take place, action must be taken now.
So we're pretty excited, to keep showcasing, bringing in local, national, and international talent. But honestly, the reality is we just have to get through where we are right now to not overwhelm the hospitals.
Earlier this week, as restrictions were being announced, Manitoba's premier cautioned the public to stay vigilant around COVID-19 and in a release said the public must get back to the fundamentals of COVID-19 protection, calling this point an important one in the pandemic.
Now, as we approach the new year, a time that is usually filled with celebration, we are once again urging Manitobans to limit your close contacts at this crucial time in our fight against COVID-19.
In Winnipeg, Morgan Majeski, City News.